Dash dash dash. Hey everyone, welcome back to Auto Car, your go-to spot for raw, in-depth, and honest takes on all things automotive. Today, we're diving into something really special. It's not just a truck, and it's not just a throwback. It's the brand new 2025 1978 F-150 Ranger 4x4, a modern machine dressed in vintage muscle. This thing isn't just about the looks. It's about heritage, capability, and an emotional punch that takes you right back to when trucks were steel, square, and unapologetically bold. Now, when Ford decided to bring back the 1978 F-150 Ranger in a modernized 2025 version, it wasn't just about tapping into nostalgia. It was about recapturing that gritty soul of the late 70s American pickup, but wrapping it in today's engineering, comfort, and tech. And let me tell you, they nailed it. Just look at it. The design is a love letter to the past. That unmistakable square body, the bold front grille with the classic Ford lettering stamped across, and those round headlights that glow like a pair of eyes ready to take on a storm. The stance is aggressive, purposeful, and honest. This truck doesn't pretend to be a crossover or an urban SUV in disguise. It's a truck's truck, boxy, tall, and proud of it. You get the two-tone paint scheme, an exact match of the original 1978 palette. Ford's gone so far as to reproduce the exact metallic flecks in the paint to replicate how it caught sunlight back in the day. And those chrome bumpers, they're not plastic imitations. That's real steel, real chrome, the kind of detail you don't find in most trucks today. It looks like it rolled out of a time machine, but once you get inside, you realize this is a machine that knows it's 2025. Let's talk powertrain. Under that long hood is a modern 5.0-liter V8, tuned specifically for this heritage build. You're looking at 430 horsepower and 480 pound-feet of torque. It's naturally aspirated, no turbo lag, no waiting. You hit the throttle and the response is instant. Ford paired this engine with their latest 10-speed automatic transmission, giving it the best of both worlds, the muscle of a vintage V8 with the precision of modern gear shifts. The 4x4 system is legit. We're not talking about an all-wheel drive setup meant for snowy driveways. This is a true, low-range, locking differential 4x4. Solid rear axle, leaf springs, heavy-duty shocks. This thing isn't afraid to get dirty. It's ready for trails, for rocks, for hauling and mudding, just like its grandfather would have wanted. Inside, you've got a brilliant balance between retro design and modern functionality. The dashboard layout mimics the 1978 original with analog-style gauges, square air vents, and even an old-school radio look, but peel back that facade and you've got a digital instrument cluster, full Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, wireless charging, a 12-inch touchscreen seamlessly embedded in the retro-style dash, and a high-end Bang & Olufsen sound system. The seats, bench-style in the front, with vintage pattern cloth and leather trim, echoing the original but offering 8-way power adjustments, heating, cooling, and even massage. You get nostalgia, but you also get lumbar support, a win-win. What's even cooler is Ford's inclusion of little Easter eggs all over this thing. The glove box has a small metal plaque etched with the original production year and a "Built Ford Tough" script from 1978. The door sills light up with a glowing Ranger 4x4 logo. And when you start the engine, the infotainment screen plays a short animation, a vintage F-150 driving across a dusty desert highway. On the road, the 2025 1978 F-150 Ranger 4x4 is surprisingly refined. Sure, it's tall and you feel every bit of its size, but that's part of the charm. It doesn't try to hide its weight or its truck DNA. It just owns it. Ride quality is better than you'd expect, especially for a vehicle that's trying to stay so true to its rugged roots. The suspension has just enough give to absorb the bumps but stiffens up nicely when you hit off-road trails or start towing. Speaking of towing, it's rated for up to 9,000 pounds. Not class-leading, but honestly, that's not what this truck is about. If you're buying the 2025 Ranger Heritage Edition, you're doing it because you love the look, the sound, and the soul of the old-school truck era, not because you need to haul 12,000 pounds of gravel every week. And speaking of sound, the exhaust note. Oh, man, Ford worked hard on tuning this V8 to sound like the original Windsor 351. And they've done a phenomenal job. It's throaty, deep, with just the right amount of crackle on downshifts. No synthetic speakers sound here. What you hear is pure engine and exhaust, and it's glorious. So who is this truck for? Well, it's for the enthusiast. The guy or gal who remembers riding in their granddad's old F-150 and wants to bring that memory roaring back to life. It's for collectors who want something unique and special. It's for people who love the character of old vehicles but want the reliability and safety of a modern build. Yes, it's pricey, starting around $68,000 and going up to the mid-70s depending on options. It's definitely a premium offering. But what you're getting is something that will turn heads at every gas station, every parking lot, and every meetup. It's a statement piece. It's a conversation starter. It's a celebration of where trucks came from, and how far they've come. Limited production too. Ford is only building around 7,000 of these in total. So if you want one, you better act fast. These are going to be collector's items in no time. Final thoughts: the 2025 1978 F-150 Ranger 4x4 isn't just a gimmick. It's not just a vintage body kit slapped on a new chassis. It's a thoughtfully designed, beautifully executed tribute to a golden era of trucks. It's modern where it matters, classic where it counts, and emotionally resonant in every way. At Autocar, we're all about vehicles that move us, not just physically, but emotionally. And this truck, it does both. It's a time machine and a trail machine. A modern beast wrapped in classic skin. And we absolutely love it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more reviews of new rides with a retro twist, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss another Autocar episode. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, keep your wheels spinning and your hearts racing.